IELTS Listening Practice Test.
40 summary completion questions.
Divided into 5 segments of 8 questions each.
Verification requirements.
1. Check the question paper for a total of 40 lines.
2. Verify that the line numbers run continuously from 1 to 40.
Before starting, set up your answer sheet to match the sample shown here. You can use a notebook, a sheet of paper, or an Excel document.
Instructions to candidates.
1. Write your answers on the question paper as you listen.
2. You will have time to read the questions before the audio begins.
3. Write no more than 2 words and/or a number for each answer unless specified otherwise.
4. Spelling counts. Incorrectly spelled answers will be marked wrong.
You have 30 seconds to look at questions 1 to 8 before the audio begins. For questions 1 to 8, listen to the academic lecture delivered by Dr. Muhammad Rafi Mujahid on the history of cartography.
Good morning, everyone. Today, we are exploring the evolution of map-making. While modern humans rely heavily on digital satellite imagery, the earliest attempts to map the world were etched into stone and clay. In ancient Babylon, around the 6th century BCE, the famous Imago Mundi was created. This tablet did not aim for geographical accuracy. Instead, it served a symbolic purpose, placing Babylon firmly at the absolute center of the known world, encircled by a bitter river. As we move into the classical era, the Greeks revolutionized this practice by introducing mathematical principles to geography. Eratosthenes calculated the Earth's circumference with astonishing accuracy using the angles of shadows. Later, Claudius Ptolemy published his monumental work, Geographia, in the 2nd century CE. Ptolemy's crucial breakthrough was the implementation of a grid system utilizing lines of latitude and longitude. This allowed mapmakers to assign specific coordinates to positions on the globe for the very first time. However, because he underestimated the Earth's overall size, his maps distorted the distances between major landmasses. During the medieval period, European mapping took a step backward scientifically, favoring religious symbolism over physical reality. The resulting TO maps depicted Jerusalem at the core, dividing the world into 3 distinct sectors representing Europe, Asia, and Africa. Meanwhile, Islamic scholars kept scientific cartography alive. The geographer Al-Idrisi created the Tabula Rogeriana in 1154 for the King of Sicily. This masterpiece merged advanced data gathered by Arabic travelers with classical Greek geometry, offering the most detailed and accurate representation of Eurasia and North Africa produced during the Middle Ages.
Evaluate your performance using the SILAH answer key provided for questions 1 through 8. For any subsequent inquiries or doubts, please utilize the comment section below.
You have 30 seconds to look at questions 9 to 16 before the audio begins. Listen to the discussion between host Dr. Rafi Mujahid and conservationist Ms. Maddie regarding student radio feature, urban rewilding initiatives. Answer questions 9 through 16 using no more than 2 words per response.
Welcome back. Today we're looking at urban rewilding, the practice of bringing nature back into our concrete jungles. Ms. Maddie, how does this differ from traditional city gardening?
Well, traditional parks rely on heavy human intervention, manicured lawns, and non-native plants. Urban rewilding, however, aims to restore self-sustaining ecosystems. The core focus is introducing native flora that can survive without human assistance. This immediately invites back local wildlife, especially critical pollinators like bees and butterflies, which have suffered immensely from rapid urban expansion.
Fascinating. What are the structural benefits for cities adopting this approach?
There are massive infrastructure benefits. For example, replacing concrete paths with native soil and wild grasses helps mitigate flash flooding. The natural ground acts like a sponge, absorbing heavy rainfall and dramatically reducing storm runoff. Furthermore, dense pockets of vegetation combat the urban heat island effect. Trees and shrubs cool the surrounding air via a process known as evapotranspiration, lowering ambient temperatures during severe summer heat waves.
Are there any psychological benefits for the human residents?
Absolutely. Study after study shows that regular exposure to natural biodiversity lowers community stress levels. It creates spaces for passive recreation, allowing city dwellers to experience mental restoration away from traffic and noise. Additionally, we see a renewed sense of community pride as local volunteers gather to plant seeds and monitor returning bird species.
Evaluate your performance using the SILAH answer key provided for questions 9 through 16. For any subsequent inquiries or doubts, please utilize the comment section below.
You have 30 seconds to look at questions 17 to 24 before the audio begins. Listen to the lecture on Digital Security Protocol, delivered by Cybersecurity Officer Dr. Muhammad Rafi Mujahid. Respond to questions 17 through 24 using no more than one word and/or a number per response.
Good afternoon, team. With our shift to hybrid working arrangements, our corporate network faces unprecedented security challenges. Today, we are reviewing our updated digital security protocols. The absolute first line of defense is securing your login credentials. Under our new mandate, all employee accounts must implement multi-factor authentication, or MFA. Do not rely solely on passwords. By requiring a secondary verification code sent to your registered mobile device, we block over 99% of automated account takeover attempts. Moving on to email communications. Phishing remains the primary vector for malware distribution. Cybercriminals are becoming incredibly sophisticated, often mimicking the email layouts of internal departments, such as HR or finance. Always check the sender's exact domain name before clicking any embedded link. If you notice any suspicious wording or unexpected requests for sensitive data, do not forward the email to colleagues. Instead, report it immediately using the Phish Alert button located on your email toolbar. Lastly, let's talk about device management. Work laptops must never be connected to public Wi-Fi networks without activating the Corporate Virtual Private Network, or VPN. Public hotspots in cafes and airports are notoriously insecure, allowing malicious actors to intercept your data streams. Additionally, software updates must not be delayed. System updates patch critical security vulnerabilities. Therefore, Automatic updates are now enforced globally across all company hardware every Tuesday evening.
Evaluate your performance using the SILAH answer key provided for questions 17 through 24. For any subsequent inquiries or doubts, please utilize the comment section below.
You have 30 seconds to look at questions 25 to 32 before the audio begins. Listen to the discussion regarding deep-sea hydrothermal vents on the Environmental Science podcast, where Ms. Maddie interviews marine biologist Dr. Rafi Mujahid. Respond to questions 25 through 32 using no more than 2 words per response. Today, we're diving deep into the ocean abyss to look at hydrothermal vents. These deep-sea geysers seem completely inhospitable. Dr. Rafi, how does life even survive down there without sunlight?
It's one of the most astonishing discoveries in modern science. In the absence of sunlight, photosynthesis is completely impossible. Instead, these ecosystems thrive on a process called chemosynthesis. The foundational building blocks of this food web are specialized bacteria. These microscopic organisms convert the toxic hydrogen sulfide streaming out of the vents into usable chemical energy.
That's incredible. And what kind of larger creatures rely on these bacteria?
A variety of highly adapted species. The most famous are the giant tube worms, which can grow up to 8 feet long. They don't have a mouth or a digestive tract. Instead, they host billions of these bacteria inside a specialized organ called a trophosome. The worms provide the bacteria with raw materials, and the bacteria feed the worms. It's a perfect symbiotic relationship. We also find unique species of blind shrimp and albino crabs crawling over the vent chimneys, filtering bacteria directly from the water.
What makes these vent zones so dangerous for scientists to study?
The physical conditions are extreme. The water exiting the vents can reach temperatures exceeding 400 degrees Celsius, yet it doesn't boil because of the immense hydrostatic pressure at depths of over 2,500 meters. The surrounding water is also incredibly acidic and rich in heavy metals. Studying these environments requires advanced robotic submersibles built with titanium hulls to withstand the crushing forces of the deep ocean.
Evaluate your performance using the SILAH answer key provided for questions 25 through 32. For any subsequent inquiries or doubts, please utilize the comment section below.
You have 30 seconds to look at questions 33 to 40 before the audio begins. Listen to a business management seminar presentation by Dr. Muhammad Rafi Mujahid entitled Business Case Study: The Evolution of Agile Project Management. Respond to questions 33 through 40 using no more than 2 words and/or a number per response.
Let's shift our attention to project management frameworks. For decades, the traditional waterfall model dominated corporate operations. This methodology requires linear execution, where each phase, design, development, testing, must be completed before the next begins. While highly structured, its main flaw was inflexibility. If a market shift occurred halfway through a 2-year project cycle, altering the final product was financially catastrophic. This structural rigidity led to the creation of the Agile Manifesto in the year 2001. A group of software developers sought a paradigm shift, prioritizing adaptability over rigid documentation. Under Agile, projects are broken down into short, manageable units of time called sprints, typically lasting between 2 to 4 weeks. At the end of each cycle, the team delivers a functional iteration of the product. This allows for continuous evaluation and immediate course corrections based on real-time client feedback. The organizational benefits of Agile are profound. Cross-functional teams work collaboratively rather than in isolated silos, which drastically improves internal transparency. Furthermore, because testing is integrated into every single sprint rather than left until the very end of production, companies can detect bugs early, minimizing costly redesigns. Today, Agile has expanded far beyond software engineering, adopted globally by manufacturing giants, marketing agencies, and financial institutions aiming to accelerate their time-to-market metrics.
Evaluate your performance using the SILAH answer key provided for questions 33 through 40. For any subsequent inquiries or doubts, please utilize the comment section below.
तुर गए यार दिलां दे जानी वतनू चुक मुहारा उजड़ी बस्ती यारो नजरी आवे कंड कीती जद यारा